Hello there, everyone. Welcome back to some more Let's Play modded Deus Ex. In the last episode, we went to Tanachi Road looking for one Maggie Chow, who Gordon Quick had mentioned had stolen, or both. Stolen some sort of specialized sword called the Dragon Tooth, and blamed its theft on the Luminous Path, one of the triads here in Hong Kong. In particular, from the Red Arrow, another triad here in Hong Kong, and the two triads were at war with each other because of it. We did a little bit of exploring and eventually found Miss Maggie Chow, or rather her apartment, and decided to question her directly, since we don't know who to trust here. Maggie Chow mentioned that it is difficult to indeed trust anyone, and indicated that it was the Luminous Path who had done this deed, and the local police precinct had the information stored about such within their vault. She gave us the code to access it so we could verify such. However, we were successful at this and avoided detection by the police in doing so, and the results were quite different than what Maggie had said. The police had actually pinned Maggie Chow as the potential person who had stolen this sword, and also potentially had eliminated the previous leader of the Red Arrow. We went back to Maggie Chow's apartment and did not see her located in the meeting room where we had last seen her, although we did get to her place via a different means, through an abandoned apartment complex and / disused elevator. We broke into it via a back entrance and found the Dragon Tooth sword there. Tracer Tong actually reached out to us on our info link and told us that if we wished to be his ally, we would need to take that sword. And we did so. The Dragon Tooth sword is actually a lightsaber. We should probably read about this, right? So we'll do that very shortly. I love this weapon when I'm playing a melee character. It is fantastic. Anyway, we have acquired it and made our way to the Red Arrow headquarters, I suppose, in this area, located at the Lucky Money Club. We were informing the leader, Max Chen, about what transpired, as he is on good terms with Maggie Chow, and he was a bit surprised. But at the same time, a group of MJ-12 commandos, these cyborg-looking creatures, soldiers, attacked. They were able to defend their club from them without taking a single loss, it looks like, with nothing but swords. Good for the Red Arrow. And we assisted a little bit. I think we fired our shotgun 3 times. In any case, there's been a limited truce at the moment, it sounds like, issued between the Red Arrow to the Luminous Path, who is going to accept that offer. Though I'm not sure that it will be long-lasting, unless we can find a way that they both can share the information about this sword. Anyway, Gordon Quick gave us access now to Tracer Tong's laboratory, which we are making our way toward. And that's it for the summary. Let's go ahead and take a peek at our stuff, shall we? Our mini crossbow has 4 accuracy, a range, and a scope. Our sort of shotgun has 4 clip, 3 rate of fire, 2 reload, and 4 recoil. Our assault rifle has 2 clip, 1 rate of fire, 3 reload, 4 recoil, 3 accuracy, 1 range, and a scope. And our sniper rifle has 2 clip, 1 rate of fire, 2 damage, 2 recoil, 4 accuracy, 1 range, scope, laser sight, and a silencer. We will not be actually wielding the Dragon Tooth sword for too much longer. I intend to leave it at Tong's place. I don't think we actually require it beyond bringing it to the Red Arrow, but I want to make sure if we do need it, it's in a place where it should hopefully still be available upon our return. For our augmentations, 2 points of microprobe muscle, 2 points in aggressive defensive system, 2 points in targeting, 3 points in environmental resistance, 3 points in run silent. We have 1 point in energy shield, energy transference, and BPN 021. We have not improved our EUAS, nor our light abilities. For our skills, we are trained in pistol, demolition, lockpicking, athletics, and stealth, and we are advanced in hacking, electronics, environmental training, and rifle. We are trying to save up enough points that I can take rifle, but we may end up taking athletics instead. I will have to make the call soon. I don't know if we should just take things from their tables, so we can just leave everything here. Now heads up, Gordon Quick gave us the code to enter the compound, but not the Tracer Tong's lab, but it's the same code. Alright, let's finally meet Mr. Tong. If Daedalus is to be believed, he can deactivate our kill switch somehow. Hopefully the process is not too painful. Of course, we have about 8 hours or so that's probably plenty of time to explore this little storage room first. There's probably something. Yeah, there is something back here, isn't there? I see some credits, some food, and some wine, but with only 2 points of microphone muscle, we can't lift the big boxes yet.
Mr. Tong, you know my brother Paul Denton.
Yes, a reliable man. So your kill switch has been activated.
I feel fine, but it's been over 16 hours.
See how easily our technologies turn on us? The more power you think you have, the more quickly it slips from your hands.
Can you do something about it?
That will depend. You, like your brother, are an extraordinary piece of technology. I never pass up the chance to try a new blade, but I fear at the crucial moment I may lift up my arm to strike and you will twist free of my grasp.
In other words, I'll owe you a favor.
Indeed, as will your friend Mr. Jacobson, a man of much useful knowledge. He arrived in Hong Kong shortly after you did. I was forced to keep him in custody until I could verify his identity and his loyalties.
I assume he checked out.
I believe he is sincere. Now, go down the stairs to the operating platform, and I will examine your systems.
Alright, that's promising. Interesting. Holy crap, look at this. Quite a bit of information about how the augmentations work for our eyes. Although I was under the impression that it's all nanotechnology and that it's not a circuit. Unless our eyes are indeed constructed this way. I didn't think the nano augmentations created a circuit board within our eyes. Maybe this is just giving a general idea of how it would have worked had they designed it in such a way. We placed our eye with an actual mechanical targeting enhancement eye instead. Jock's Tenoshi Road apartment at Tenauki Ring. We didn't actually find that, so we'll have to take a peek for it. We already read about Project Debug. Unless there's new information. Oh, this is new information. Okay. Oh, crap. All right. We'll read that a little later. Let's go ahead and get down to where it is that Tracer Tong wishes us to go, so that we can get this kill switch taken care of before we do anything else.
Stay right there. Success! Come back to the control
Alright, well, the first thing we're going to do is poke about his place. I'm sure he doesn't mind us going through his stuff and taking a bunch of discs, like a Nukefire software, or a damage modification that's right here on his table. Information about all the different types of augmentations you can install and where they go. I suppose this is a good enough place as any to leave the Dragon-Tooth sword. Although I don't like how we placed it. Can we maybe drop it on this instead? I want it on... Sorry, viewers. It's super important. Good enough. That's for Tracer. Alright, we have a damage mod, viewer. You know what weapon this goes in. We should still be putting this into the sniper rifle, because we need that to help us open doors on occasion. This might be the last one we put in here, though. I might decide to start putting them now into our shotgun or our assault rifle. Although, I'm not sure if we should. Each time we put a... So, here's my dilemma, right? I like improving all of my weapons somewhat, in every way that every weapon can be improved. Which means that I want to put clips on all the weapons, put a little bit of a reload in all the weapons, and damage is another thing that I would like to put on all weapons. But the damage upgrade improves the damage of the weapon by only 10% per upgrade. Our assault rifle will do no extra damage until we put, like, 3 of them in it. So I don't know if it's worth putting the damage mods into this weapon. Damage mods were something newly added in this modded version of the game. I don't believe there's a damage mod in existence in the base game. I said we were also going to read about the Dragon-Tooth sword, and now we're not. It's too much work to put it back on that table. Anyway, we now do 50 damage with this sniper rifle. 56 with our targeting activated. We'll probably end up doing a bit of exploring back into Nochi Road, now that we're not going to die, and revisit Maggie Chow's place and do a more thorough investigation of it.
You must be JC. Tong will see you now.
Thank you, Tong's guard. I appreciate that. Hey, we only had 3 points of damage that we had taken. And of course, we healed ourselves a bunch. Alex!
You took a big risk following me here. Thanks.
When you believe in something, you've just got to do it.
How'd you find Tom so quickly?
Turns out I knew him all along. tt_undernet.0924.243.886. I posted a message to the board and he contacted me himself.
Any news from Jaime?
No sign of him yet. I hope he made it.
Yeah, me too. Did you ever dig up anything about this Daedalus character? I'm still hearing from him.
Actually, I did, sort of. Crypto says Daedalus was supposedly a government AI project, also known as Echelon 4.
Supposedly?
I'm getting this from anonymous crypto boards. Daedalus was supposed to be the old content recognition problem in surveillance. It was a program that could search all the terabytes of intercepted messages for subversive content.
So, what happened?
Never panned out as far as I know. The problem was just too hard. They blew for a lot of taxpayer money, but finally had to scrap the whole project.
So the thing that's talking in my head is, what, resurrected AI?
I wish I knew.
Interesting. From where I'm sitting today, it doesn't actually seem that far-fetched. That they would have blown through a lot of taxpayer money, but would have found the answer. Though maybe not at the time period when it was attempted in this game world. Or ours, potentially, if you think an attempt was made earlier. Now AI is going everywhere, and very soon I'm imagining it will be constantly scanning everything that we're sending out. There won't be any excuse, for example, as to why potentially some places can't enforce rules on their platforms any longer. It will no longer be difficult to do. AI will do it automatically for people. I'm going to talk more about it, but I don't have anything written down, so let's just push on.
Tong has connections. You should scope out the labs for upgrades.
Hey, that's the excuse we were looking for. That tells us search everything. Take all the things. That's what we're going to do. What have we got in here? 2 lockpicks. Or 1 sniper rifle round. An accuracy mod, a lockpick, and there's a candy bar? I don't care about the candy bar. Alright, let's get in this. So, it's an accuracy mod. It should go into a mini crossbow, which will max it in accuracy now. Alright, well, let's see what else Tongs has lying around here. 4 tools to break into this room. So, probably not worth it. What do we got? We can't really see so well in here. Darts. A biocell. There's 2 flares on the table. There's something else on the shelf, but I can't see what it is. Oh, I'll definitely take some more anti-robot rounds for our shotgun. Ballistic armor, a plasma rifle, and a wicker basket. Interesting selection of things. Sometimes the baskets can have things in them. I know that one does not. Hey, a clip. Assault rifle. What else do we have over here? A health pack. We could arguably use it.
Please, complete your business and then go.
Right, our business is exploring the labs. Well, free multi-tool. Free multi-tool. Oh, hey, there's a recharger here. A rebreather. Wow. Okay, so we finally got one of these. Now, this would arguably be a good test if how well a rebreather would allow how long we can remain underwater with a rebreather and how far we can get with it with only trained in athletics. I'm just going to believe that it's not going to pan out for us, though, and we need another point in athletics to actually get anywhere, viewer. And although this will delay my rifle, I think I'm going to take it up a rank. Let's do it. Okay, so we're back to halfway towards rifle instead of 3/4. Okay, well, viewer, we're going to go ahead and give this a try. Let's see. Let's see how well this goes for us. We can thankfully recharge our rebreather while we're swimming in this place. Okay, we made it to the other room, so we saved ourselves some of the multi-tools. Alright, what's Tong having here? A full auto modification. But we can't... It can only be put onto our our mini crossbow. I was hoping it would go into our shotgun. It can also be, I think, be put into pistols. I don't intend, however, on carrying a pistol, so we'll go ahead and use it on our mini crossbow. You have some throwing knives, a bioelectric cell, some flares, some darts. And a way out of here. I'm sure Tong will clean up this room later. Alright, not bad. How's our rebreather? It's at 51% charge, viewer. So we, even with the environmental training that we have, it still consumed a huge amount of huge? We used 4 bioelectrical cells, and it's only at 51%. That's good to know. I'm going to use another one on it at the very least. Oh, we do only charge it by 15%. It's too important not to keep it almost fully charged, so we'll find more bioelectric cells, I'm sure.
That's it?
A simple switch, as they call it.
Have you heard from Paul?
On his way, according to Smuggler in New York. He will be fine. Meanwhile, we still face the likelihood of a triad war here in Hong Kong.
Quick and Chen declared a truce just a few minutes ago.
A good bit of diplomacy, I admit, but it won't hold. Not with the sword left to be fought over.
I think they'll be slow to anger with Maggie Chow out of the picture.
No. In their system, the sword is a doomsday weapon, a temptation. We must recover the ramen coating from VersaLife and make it available to both triads.
So that's all you expect in the way of a favor? A little corporate espionage?
The first of many favors. Remember, I saved your life. Now pay attention. The VersaLife elevator north of the market will require an employee number. Try 06288. Once inside, find Mr. Hundley, the shift supervisor. He can be persuaded to give you access to the labs.
Hundley.
You will find him receptive. He is the corrupt official who sold the Red Arrow the technology to begin with.
I'll find the ramen coating, but I'm not your henchman. I'll help you as long as we have a mutual interest.
If you choose to fight Majestic 12, you will need an ally. We will have a mutual interest for some time. In fact, I took the liberty of setting up a computer account for you. Login JC Denton. Password Sanctuary. Feel free to use the machine in my office.
Alright. We'll go and see if we got any emails. Alex Jacobson has probably already configured it so that people who would send me stuff normally, or reach out to Tong, or probably some sort of dummy mail that would redirect to us. From Alex Jacobson, welcome to the fold. Well, I've got your account all set up and you should be ready to go. Everything communications on Tracer's computers are completely ghost encrypted, so even if they go out over the standard Hong Kong net, there's no way anyone can intercept or read the messages. I've been talking a lot to Tracer and he's a really amazing person. I think I can learn a lot from him. I know you might find this odd, but all the time I worked for UNACO seemed like a dream. Killing time in some virtual world so I didn't have to make the hard choices in the real one. Now I feel like I've finally woken up. Alex. Oh, good for him. He feels like he's motivated now to work for this company. I guess he was never really that happy with UNACO, especially after seeing what we were being ordered to do. Good for him for resisting the just belief that he's acting on the orders of the good guys. Just because you're told you're fighting terrorism doesn't mean you actually are. From Daedalus. Subject required objectives. There is little time. You should know that the organization for which you have worked, whose goals and interests you believe to be your own, is not what it seems. UNACO is merely an arm of a larger entity known as Majestic 12. Majestic 12 seeks to use force and intimidation to seize absolute control of everything. They will not hesitate to use all means necessary to achieve this goal, and have engineered the disease you refer to as the Grey Death in an effort to accomplish this. They must not be allowed to succeed. Your brother has been an aid to me in this matter, but cannot help me any longer. You must take his place. The Grey Death is a nanotechnology-engineered virus. You are immune, but others are not. You must locate the Universal Constructor used to create the Grey Death and destroy it. My information indicates it is in Hong Kong, housed in the Majestic 12 facility beneath the corporation known as VersaLife. You must not fail. Okay, well, looks like we have a second objective while we're infiltrating VersaLife. Carter's reached out to us with a sit rep. Oh, he calls it sit ref instead. They'd fire me on the spot if they knew I was sending you this message, but I've got a feeling they'll be drumming me out any day now as is. Alex tells me there's no way this communication can be traced, so I trust he knows what the hell he's doing. I understand why you did it. Being a soldier isn't just following orders, it's following those orders in service of a higher cause. When that cause is betrayed, we're not soldiers anymore, yeah. Just pieces on the chessboard dying for the wrong reasons. As lovingly as possible, the useful idiots is a term I've heard used to express these types of people. They believe they're doing the right thing, but they're really not doing the right thing. I don't know how you reach people like this. And I'm always worried that I am one of them, too. One of the reasons, viewer, I don't talk very much about policies or politics, and why I won't after this particular series, and I don't on anything else I'm uploading, is because I'm always worried I'm wrong. What if I'm wrong about the things that I hold dear or believe are true? I always try to change my viewpoint when given new information. There is a handful of things that I cannot be convinced, though, that I am wrong about. I have seen too much evidence to the contrary to change my mind on certain things. I won't talk about these things. Many of them would be topics that we shouldn't talk about here. I feel bad for the people who believe they're doing the right thing only to discover that they're not someday. But many people will never, ever, ever change their mind and cannot change their mind. They too believe full-heartedly what they believe is the right thing, and they might have seen things that have convinced them that they're on the right side. Again, I think I mentioned that I had two friends of mine who ended up getting involved in cults, and it was impossible for me to convince them that they were not in these things. One eventually discovered it on his own when he was fleeced for a great amount of money that he had sunk into this multi-level marketing scheme. It was my first time ever realizing that people can be tricked in this way, and I had none of the tools necessary to try to convince him to get out of it. Presenting him with evidence alone was not enough to do so. Alright, I'm babbling. Well, let's move on. Things have been bad since you left. Manderley has disappeared. They say he's been relieved of duty. The director of FEMA, Walton Simons, has assumed interim authority, but there's something about him I don't like. He seems reasonable, but there's something behind his eyes. I saw the same look on men in combat when all the part of them that was human just left. Calculating. He views people as tools. We are the secondary unit when Walton Simons refers to us. Just something to be utilized, not an actual person. I have some friends who used to be associated with UNATCO. They have disappeared, but I may see if I can find them again. Maybe they'll be useful to you. We'll see. In the meanwhile, do what you think is right, JC, and let the devil take the rest. That's a good statement, but a bit worrying. It's never about doing what you think is right, although it's about doing what is right. But what does that even mean? When what's right seems to be dependent upon what people believe. That's very worrying to me. It's a very Rakish paladin thing, which I cannot stand these days, having we played Quest for Glory 3 some time ago. Alright, let's read about Project the Book. Thoughts and Meditations, written by the honored Ang Young Lee. As was notified of the Celestial Kingdom had expected, inquiries into the nature of MJ-12 and the so-called Project the Book were quickly declined with an extremely abrupt manner, and resulted in the unfortunate but necessary loss of one humble servant who will be forever exalted in the annals of our organization. However, further perseverance has suggested that the aforementioned project involved the quiet acquisition of Chinese technology that was later applied to the invention of an improved stealth helicopter for use in covert MJ-12 operations. A careful examination of electronic traces would lead to an attitude observer to conclude that this information was liberated during a number of skilled intrusions of the Chinese corporate data wells originating from UNACO headquarters in New York, which in turn leads to certain questions about links between UNACO and MJ-12. Well, we know already that they are exactly the same. Though, this is perhaps still propaganda. Maybe it was the opposite way, how it went down. We don't know anything else about this person, what else they've written with only this information to read. I cannot figure out any, the veracity of the statements that are being made. Oh, we should talk with Tong again. Maybe he has something else to tell us really quick before we leave.
We have much to offer one another if we cooperate.
All right. Now, viewer, we're not going to do Verse of Life this time. We have, 2 things I want to do. At least 2. There's like 5 things I want to do before that. We're going to do just 2 of them. I'd like to go back to Maggie Chow's. And I would like to also pay a visit to that one convenience store next to Lucky Money Club. So we're going to do those 2 things.
The police just don't understand this city.
They don't, and they don't really understand me, because I'm about to probably knock them all out. So this way I can access that structure that we saw. Rather, the shop, sorry. I guess we'll talk with Gordon quick really fast before we leave and see if he has anything else for us.
I look forward to shaking the hand of my enemy.
Oh, that's a good sentiment. I approve of that. I approve of shaking the hand of all the police.
Do not touch.
Fine, I go somewhere else.
After we've knocked them all out. She was just looking. Okay, so here's the plan, viewer. Oh! Well, that's certainly interesting. Oh, I see. They're looking at all the beer in there and the soy food and thinking that they would like some of it. Where's that milk candy? What the heck? What the heck just happened? You did that! You did that! They did that! They did it! One of them broke the window, the door! Am I crazy? I'm not crazy. They did it. Well, it gives me... I guess I get the excuse I wanted. I was going to actually try to figure out a way to knock them all out, but I guess if they want to throw down, I'm all for that. I was going to place a gas grenade on the wall, and when they walked past it, then take out my tranquilizer, my mini crossbow to knock them all out. But that wasn't even necessary. Oh, there's another structure here we can get into. I never saw that before. Okay, we'll try that too. The first thing we should do, though, is access the camera and deactivate it. Quick Stop, the name of this place, huh? Yeah, they did it. It was them. Alright, well, I guess we'll take all these candy bars and just eat them all. That should heal us a good amount and also restore a lot of our bioelectrical energy. Back at 100%, we're still a little wounded from that fight. Don't mind if we do take all the soy food. Okay, looking a bit better. Oh, we still have to open up each of these individually. Can I pay for it? Oh, look at this, viewer. We can pay for each thing if we want. 2 throwing knives, a med kit, a full auto upgrade. We don't need that. A rebreather. We want that. 1,120 credits. Really? Or 7 lockpicks. Holy crap, that's expensive. Wow, that's expensive. But I feel like we want a second one of them. Just in case I'm not quick on recharging it when we're underwater. Well, we have a safe here, and we can actually bust open the safe. $72, $20, $270, $20, 31 credits. So about maybe 400 credits. Open vault? Vault opened. I think that was right next to us. Code 323, code 322. Management. Alright, doesn't seem to be any... Wait. Code 323. I wonder... Nah. Maybe we can just hack this. $100. $500. It does make the rebreathe... Oh, nice. A multi-tool I completely missed. It does make this a little... easier to afford. I think, viewer, we do it. Let's do it. I want another rebreather. Now let's see about this. 4 multi-tools. I have never been in this, so I'm going to quick save. And we're going to see what's in here. Oh! Could we... Hold on, viewer. I'm gonna reload. I thought that this raised the metal grate, and then we could, and only that, and we still had to destroy the door. If we only have to destroy the door, and we do, then I'd much rather... Actually, wait, if it's just lockpicking, we can just lockpick it. We can hold on to even the bullet. Oh, pretty nice looking place here. Oh, I've seen this picture. The one with the, Oh, but that's hilarious. There's 2 maids holding 2 umbrellas, and there's 2 people, like, dancing in the middle of, like, a rain shower. Only in this picture, the maids are actually robots on, what looks like the short-circuit robot wheels. That's hilarious. shit. Sorry, sir. I'm sorry. Good for you defending your shop. Unfortunately for you, you ran out and chased me down. Nice place he's got. I feel kind of bad about just acing him. Secret bedroom. Always check behind the pillows. Great looking bed. Looks very firm. I like firm beds myself. Zyme. 2 Zymes. We have some ammo for the assault rifle. More napalm. A biocell. A damage upgrade. And a charger for the prod. I mean, I guess we put it in the sniper rifle. Let's do it. Man, I feel bad about killing this guy. He had a really nice place here. Oh well. Sometimes it just happens that you accidentally kill someone. I guess we'll eat all his food and drink all his soda. And his wine. All the wine. And she looks so bored. Poor girl. Feels like there should be another secret in here, besides just what we discovered. Man, I miss this with my Garrett character. Is this a bathroom? It is! Nice tub! Look at this. Guy's living like a king here. Good for him. I actually thought this was just a storage, viewer. I did not realize this was actually someone's place. I would have handled this a little differently. Okay, we're done. Checking all weapons. Looks like we're good. Alright, let's go back to Tenochi Road now. Right, the cops here, Tim. Cops are potentially still angry at you. We've deactivated the cameras, I think, for most of the MJ-12 areas already. I am guessing that the maid will not be too happy to see us.
I'm sorry. Miss Chow is not at home.
Yeah, well, tell her I know she double-crossed the Red Arrow, and I intend to prove it.
You are mistaken, Miss Chow.
She should never have sent me to the police station. Now I know she's hiding something, and I intend to find out what it is.
No, no, you are mistaken. Guards!
She had a pistol on her. That's a plasma rifle. I like the elite troops very much. They were both elite. Thermal optic camouflage on one guy too. We didn't take any significant damage thanks to our environmental resistance and the other resistance upgrades that we possess. We definitely want to improve one of them as well. Tranquilizer darts and whatchamacallit, plasma will not be very effective against us, it would seem, going forward. Obviously, we're not mistaken if MJ-12 troops run out here, so the maid must have known what was happening. Mr. Hunley, it has become necessary to change my system password since it may become compromised. I will encrypt the new password and forward it to you shortly. Please note that any access attempts made using Thai Fun should be tagged and traced for interrogation. Maggie Chow. Insurgent by X. When faced with the subversion of an organized ruling body, external action, even when executed in concert as a group, is often ineffectual. True revolution can only come from working within, and in this, the ultimate change can be brought about by an individual is magnified by the very machinery that such organizations utilize to maintain their own authority. Historically, ruling bodies are always outnumbered by those they rule, but still they manage to maintain a disappropriate amount of power through a combination of tradition, confusion, and punishment. Isn't this the truth? An operative who learns to simulate the veneer of a loyalist and guard their own secret heart can utilize those very same tools to overthrow such organizations, or shift them to a more ideologically pleasing axis. Hello, Maggie. I swear I'll never forget your birthday again. July 18th is marked on my calendar forever. Well, we know a number that I guess Maggie Chow was using. Thankfully, that we can just hack the system here. Looks like we cleared out the guards from that one room we had snuck past earlier. And this feels like a door to me. One of these do. Oop, I can't interact with them. I am observing the Buddhas still. Very small bed she has. The True Way by Kishiro Yoshitaka. If one is to imagine the perfect sword that can cut and swing with no resistance, a sword that is an extension of the mind and heart of the warrior who wields it, and not a dead weight of steel, then it becomes clear that the sword is of little consequence compared to the will of the strategist. Those who would master the way must come to understand this. A sword is a tool whose purpose is to cut. Each day, the strategist must practice this until it is not practice, but a part of their spirit. The strategist knows that every sword they wield is perfect, for their will is perfect, and it's through their will alone that they win battles. 50 bucks. I guess we killed the guards and knocked out the maid for 50 bucks. Oh, she's a very nice bathroom. Stand-in shower. I don't suppose she left any money in here. She did not. Very nice place. Again, with the other character, I just, I infiltrated the place and avoided Miss Chow altogether. Nice bedroom, too. When you have the time, Mei Sung, I would suggest that you read two of my favorite books, Insurgent and Tai Fun. I want you to find both of them as illuminating as I have. They're in my office if you want to borrow them. Maggie. Mei Sung was the maid. Sorry, Veer, we had to do this too. Let's see. I guess, as you can see, I'm not going to copy the other information from my one character over here. So, life access. These ones I already know, so I should not need to write these ones down. Oh, another small bathroom for her, right off the bedroom. She seems like she has money. I'm surprised she's just not leaving it lying around for us to take it. And clearly there's the entire back room. The guards came from there. Did we just miss it? That was the elevator. Oh, it's right here. I mean, we can walk just right through this. All the guards are already eliminated in this area. Except for the automatic sentry gun that activates only when, when the alarms are active. Take another clip. We'll put this one into our shotgun. A blank data cube. A bunch of soda and more soy food. Oh, that turret messed us up. Holy crap. Alright, looks like that's effectively it. Okay, well, we're done here, I guess. So not much that we missed. But maybe we got a little bit of experience points for exploring this place. And we got some tranquilizer darts. I do see that other locked door. He's not hostile. Everything's perfectly fine. there's no need to call the police. Oh, did we investigate that one room over here? We didn't, did we? I guess we should. It's 7 lockpicks or 4 tools. Tools it is. Probably should consider leveling this master after we grab rifle. Speaking of rifles, sniper rifle. 6 flares. You guys know how much I like flares. Some rounds, a rate of fire upgrade, a lockpick, and some darts. Oh, and technically there's also some explosives in here. And a plasma clip. Alright, a decent amount of stuff. Especially if you're a heavy weapons guy. Rate of fire will go into the sniper rifle. We didn't check the elevator that we had seen around this area, did we? Where was it? Was it back here? No, that leads out. Here, this one. We lowered it but never took it anywhere. Oh, I saw that. There's a secret there. Always glad to find more sniper rifle rounds. We're not really using it to kill people, are we? We're using it mostly as a door opener. Ah! Must be Jacques' apartment. A sawed-off shotgun, a nano key. He can keep his shotgun. But we're gonna eat all his food. I don't want to double back to Tracer Tong's place to use the medical facility there. I just want to Oh, have all this. It occurs to me if you were... We dropped the nuke virus software where the sword was, didn't we? We should go back and get it. If I am going to collect the nuke viruses. Hong Kong Network Service, Waichai District. Your account, plus account number, is now active, and the activation fee of 65 chits has been automatically added to your first payment. You will be receiving a separate bill. Please remit no payment at this time. We remind you that all traffic over Hong Kong Net should comply with the National Electronic Information Directive and is subject to review at any time. Violations of the NAID may result in fines, account deactivation, visa suspension, or criminal proceedings. Username Flyboy, password 5x5. Zai Zai, HH Services. I'm sorry, Chuck. I'm sorry, but I want to see what's in your rooms. I don't want to use lockpicks to do it. A bioelectric cell. We could use this med kit, or rather we can use a med kit to heal our right arm. He's got a big bed. Suppose it's for him and the ladies. Jock, you can have your shotgun, but I'm taking your anti-robot rounds. Flyboy, 5x5. Paul Denton, fall back. Time is short. If you follow orders, you should be on your way back to Hong Kong. Tong will know what to do, so help him. We can't let these bastards get away with what they've done, and what they still might do. My brother may be able to help. I don't know. I've sent him to obtain the evidence I compiled of UNACO's recent activities, but I've had to treat him and everyone else like I know. But I've had to treat him and everyone else I know like pawns. I've sent them to be killed and all so that we could win the larger game. But I think my time to be sacrificed is about to come. If Tong gives you the word, take down Maggie. And if I see you again, you're buying beers this time. Paul. Tracer Tong, surveillance. Please continue your observations of Miss Chow. I suspect that it is she who may lie at the heart of our current troubles and not the Red Arrow. My sources within the police department have been quite willing to share with me certain items of information that lead me to believe she was not only responsible for the death of their dragon head, but may also know the location of the dragon's tooth. Your friend Paul was a great aid to Luminous Path, and so we are in his debt. So we are in yours. From Daedalus, Paul needs you. If you have loyalty to your friends, you must return to New York now. I cannot ascertain the status of the person you identify as Paul Denton. He may or may not be alive, but it is possible that I can assist in the salvage of him and his brother if you return to New York now. I secured the proper authorizations for you to fly an SH-187 stealth helicopter from the Wan Chai MJ-12 helibase located in VersaLife building. There was little time. I don't think there's a reason for us to go out here, so we will not do so. Oh, that's information about the project, the book that we've read already. I think if you have the jumping at rank 4, the run faster augmentation, I think you probably can make it up there, which is where we were when we got into the Maggie Chow's place through that one tunnel. It looks like you might be able to get up via this ladder too, if we're willing to make a fall there. I did mention that one virus software, so I think we'll make the attempt to get and go back in. I missed. We're just gonna reload because we're dead. Oh! Oh! I didn't even see this here. That was kind of lucky, but we made the jump. Another sniper rifle. I'm glad to have the rounds. Oh! Oh God! Oh God! We're dead again. We just reload. Oh! I died twice. I have to put coins in the jar, viewer. We should not be so flippant with my. I gotta put 4 more coins in the jar because I did the reloads. I did the reloads for the lockpick. All right, that's $20, Tim. Hope that's worth it. Oh, we're gonna do it. Game, please let me over here. Right, there we go. Wow, that guy's still knocked out. All right, so let's see if it's still here. We left it. It is. All right, we're at 2 of those now. We know when there's a third for $400 if I'm willing to spend money to get it. Maybe we'll do that. I guess we'll just leave by the front door. It sounded like someone was running around. I think it was the girl in the apartment. The vacated apartment nearby. Alright, guys. I think that'll probably do for us. We have more of the Canal District to still explore, Tim. I think I'll hold off on that. We'll do that at a future time. We'll be told that there's a reason for us to explore the waterways a little more. Sorry about this, viewer. Wrong way. I think what we'll do is we'll actually go into VersaLife and we'll call it quits at that point. Just make sure all my weapons are reloaded. Killing those guards for a single lockpick is not something I'm willing to do. It's not worth the bullets, honestly. Or maybe it is, but we're not doing it anyway. And the entrance to VersaLife is right here. What is the code for it? 06288. Alright, everyone. This will do. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Take care, everyone.